Especially since I haven't had any caffeine. I'm dying. What is going to be my next composite?
Composition?
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Wiener melange. Don't say wiener melange.
My sausage with a hat. That sounds correct to me.
Yay! It's a very chilly and foggy day here in Vienna this morning.
It's just 39 degrees and it's wet.
And it's very wet today. I'm bundled up as minimal as I could. I don't know why I didn't bring my gloves or scarf out today.
I know.
Anyways, today is our second full day here in Vienna. Yesterday we just enjoyed the day doing a walking tour and getting to learn more about the city, and we had a late start with our day because we're staying in a hostel and we stayed up late chatting with everyone. But we're starting a little bit earlier today and we're gonna go see the Hofburg Palace. As I previously said, we are headed to Hofburg Palace, which is probably the mainest attraction here in Vienna.
The mainest?
Because it is the main palace. So, as I was saying, before Andrew left at what I was saying, the Hofburg Palace was the former main palace of the Habsburg dynasty. It was built in the 13th century, and since 1946, it is now a workplace and a place of residence for the President of Austria.
That sounds correct to me.
Yay!
This place is beautiful on a very clear day because you can see much more than just Hofburg. You can see all of the surrounding architecture, which I think is really beautiful, like City Hall, which you obviously can't see. We're about to go to Hofburg. We're trying to find the entrance and anything else.
So we just finished the Hofburg Palace. There was no recording or pictures allowed, so obviously we didn't get to do any of that. It was really cool. It was really a good experience. We went through the silver collection where we got to see silverware and plates from the Habsburgs. We got to see the Sisi Museum from Empress Sisi or Empress Elizabeth. We got to tour some of the imperial apartments. A lot of focus on Sisi herself, which I wasn't expecting actually. But overall it was really beautiful and I love going through palaces. And look, we beat the line. We came early. Go early because now there's a huge line and it was already so crowded when we went, so go early as possible because sometimes crowds take away from the flair.
We don't like crowds. I think we've let that be known in like almost every video that we've had, but we don't like crowds and this was no exception, but definitely check it out. It's very, very cool, very, very fun, very, very exciting and interesting.
But now we're gonna go somewhere and do something that Vienna is really well known for, which is its coffee or cafe scene. Which, don't you feel like every European city like claims to have the best coffee and cafe scene?
Yes.
Apparently here it's the real deal. So we're gonna go to a Vienna coffee house and have a famous dessert and coffee. Let's go.
Especially since I haven't had any caffeine. I'm dying.
So this is one of the many traditional Viennese cafes that was recommended to us by our tour guide yesterday, Cafe Havelka, and it opened in 1945 and has been run by 3 generations of families. It's really well known for its Viennese coffee, its sweet rolls, and its apple strudel. But the environment's so cozy and warm, and it's a nice break from being outside. It really looks like you're kind of sitting back in time, so I like how they preserve the tradition and the classicness of this cafe. Smoke. Ready?
Let's do it.
Cheers. I'm really excited for this.
Is it warm?
It's warm. It's kind of like a nice warm apple pie. So I'm not too impressed because I'm not eating it. It's really good. It's delicious.
That's good. I love the flavor of like the cinnamon, the apple. It's nice and toasty, but there's a lot of apple.
My favorite.
Oh really? I like the crust. I'm a big crust guy.
Oh, I'm a big apple gal. We finished our strudel before we got our coffee. So we were gonna try to save the strudel for our coffee and it didn't last. It did not survive the 3-minute wait. It was not a very long wait. We just love some strudel.
Yeah, also these are really cool. They give you like actual sugar cubes.
Classic. Now I feel like we need to be discussing politics and literature.
And music.
And music.
What is going to be my next composite?
composition.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Wow. Sugar cube melted immediately. You want me to get you?
Should I do it with the spoon? Oh. Holy crap, yeah. It just disappears. It's almost as if like physics and chemistry exist.
Science.
And this honestly kind of just tastes like a latte to me so far. A Vienna melange.
How dare we call it a latte?
This is like a perfect balance between milk and coffee.
Well, we should look up what a melange is. So, a Wiener melange, don't say Wiener melange, is a specialty coffee drink similar to a cappuccino. The difference is that the melange is made with milder coffee, and it's half a cup of brewed coffee and half a cup of cream topped with milk foam. So, mystery solved. It's a cup of coffee.
Right behind me is St. Stephen's Cathedral and Stephansplatz. I guess it's St. Stephen's Cathedral in German is really how you pronounce it. But this cathedral is ginormous and it is absolutely beautiful. This is a Baroque-esque style church and architecture. It was founded in 1173 and I believe the structure was done in the 13th century, so about 100 years later. But obviously this is definitely not the original from the 11th century or the 12th century. Over time this place has almost been completely rebuilt. There's still some very old artifacts of the church that have been standing for 700 years, but after World War II this place was basically desecrated and it was almost nothing, so they had to build it completely back up after World War II.
So also, there's a lot of different tours you can do in the cathedral, including the catacombs tour, which is underground. So the catacombs have 11,000 human remains. So there's coffins, urns, and bones, and you can take a tour of that. We were really hoping on doing that, but I think we're gonna have to come back another day and plan ahead and book it online because you have to buy your ticket and tours are every 30 minutes and there is a big line right now. It's just a popular time to come to Vienna, we suppose. So we'll have to return for that another day.
That looks horrifying.
So we are at the Nashmarkt, which is Vienna's most popular market. It's 1.5 kilometers long and it's 2 different rows and you can just walk up and down. It's existed since the 16th century when it was just milk bottles being sold, but then in 1793 is when fruits and vegetables were incorporated, and now when you walk around you can see anything from spices to teas to seafood to baked goods. And so we bought some, hopefully Viennese baked goods. Do you remember what these are called?
I don't remember what yours is called, and I really don't remember what mine's called.
His is a sausage with a hat, and mine is buns with
Stuff
fruit
in there.
and cheese. A bite of this one. Oh, B-roll. I thought.
Sorry. My sausage with a hat.
You just ate the hat.
And a wee bit of sausage. It's a Leberkäse Semmel. Semmel means roll or bread. And then Leberkäse is cheese. But there's no like word for sausage, so I wonder if Leberkäse is like a sausage cheese. This is a big roll, so I don't know how I'm gonna take this one down, to be honest. But the sausage is really good. The sausage is like smoky and it's more dried, so it's not just it's not like the hot dog sausage we would eat in the US. It's very like chewy, but in a good way.
Andrew dropped my cheese roll.
I dropped Jenna's cheese roll, which this was her favorite one, so now I feel really bad. So I told her she could drop my sausage roll if she wanted.
No
But she said
way.
she
Too good.
declined. Okay.
We're freezing.
We're freezing cold. We're gonna end this video off here, and tomorrow we will be visiting this beautiful blank. I'm not gonna say what it is because or else I'm gonna give it away.
It's a church.
Okay, well. Okay, anyway, we're gonna be visiting this beautiful church tomorrow.
Tomorrow we're going to be doing something different with our vlog, and it's one of the big reasons why we came to Vienna. So we'll see you in the next one.
We'll see you in the morning.
How do you say goodbye?
Tschüss.
Bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.